The Book of Proverbs, Wisdom Regarding Work. Introduction. The responsibilities of being a Christian are many, one of which is providing a proper example. We are to be the light of the world and the salt of the earth. Matthew chapter 5 verse 13 to 16. This requires outstanding and honorable conduct on our part. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 12. This is especially true as we go about the business of making a living. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verses 11 to 12. But how can we be sure that we behave properly toward outsiders in our business affairs? We've seen that Proverbs has much wisdom to offer in regards to friends and family. It also has much to say regarding everyday work and business. As one who was employed in secular work before devoting my full energies to preaching the gospel, I found Proverbs to be especially helpful in this area. For example, from Proverbs I learned to keep work in its proper place. Remember what should take priority. It is a fact of life that we must work to live and provide for our families. If we aren't willing to work, the church is under no obligation to help us. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 6. If we don't provide for our families, we are worse than unbelievers. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. But misplaced priorities can be very harmful to our well-being. Righteousness, not riches, is what is truly profitable. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 4. One should therefore seek to be righteous, not rich. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 28. It is better to have a little with righteousness than to be rich and wicked. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 8. Involve God in our business affairs, for then our efforts are more likely to succeed. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 3. How the Lord blessed Joseph. Genesis chapter 39 verses 2 to 5. We are more likely to be able to enjoy what we receive. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22 and Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verses 18 through chapter 6 verses 2. Remember that business has a major shortcoming. We never know what might happen tomorrow. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 1 and James chapter 4 verses 13 to 16. Wealth is a fleeting commodity not worth killing yourself in order to obtain. Proverbs chapter 23 verses 4 to 5. Many people come to learn these truths only after a lifetime, when they realize they wasted their years on things not truly important. But the value of Proverbs is that even the young can know them early and apply them to their lives. From Proverbs I also learned to be successful laborer. What not to do. Be lazy, for it will greatly irritate your boss. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 26. Be slothful in your work, for it will ruin your company as quick as a competing company. And how long will your job last if your company can't compete? Proverbs chapter 18 verse 9. What one should do. Develop skill in your work. It will not go unnoticed. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 29. Be diligent in your work to ensure your promotion. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 24. Impress people with the quality of your work, not the quantity of your words. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 23. In today's competitive job market, among the best skills one can have are such things as diligence and honesty. The wisdom from Proverbs can help one become a valuable commodity. Proverbs also provide wisdom on how to be a successful manager. Be a wise manager. Be diligent in your planning, and not too hasty in getting things done. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5. Nurture and utilize counsel from others. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 22. Stay on top of your job. Proverbs chapter 27 verses 23 to 27. Be a good leader. Don't be oppressive. Proverbs chapter 28 verse 16. Be concerned for the rights of your employees. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 7. Provide good treatment, and you will gain loyalty and love. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 21. Help the employee see how his work benefits himself as well as the company, so he will be diligent in his efforts. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 26. Conclusion. My experience as both a laborer and a manager gave me opportunity to test the wisdom found in Proverbs. I found that if one keeps the need to work in proper perspective, applies the principles found in Proverbs and other scriptures, that in His providence God not only provides you with the necessities of life, but more often than not a good degree of material abundance. The important thing to keep in mind is that throughout our business dealings, we must always heed the words of Jesus. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. Book of Proverbs, Wisdom regarding work. The end.